Okay, this is Dorothea Johnson, and she was in West Germany in 1989 during the fall of the Berlin Wall. So, Dorothea, can you tell us what part of Germany you were from?
I was in the West. I lived in West Germany.
And how old were you during the fall of the Berlin Wall?
I was 22 years old.
And what did you have to do to travel through the east of Germany?
You mean before the fall?
Yes.
We had to go through a border that you couldn't compare to the border from America to Mexico right now. It was a very strenuous, very exciting process. A lot of people, a lot of soldiers with machine guns would check the cars, and it took a long time to get through the border. When you went to West Berlin, you had to drive straight through East Germany. You were not allowed to veer off the highway. You had a certain amount of time that you were allowed to make, and then you had to go through another border to get into West Berlin.
Do you remember hearing on the news in Germany of anything that was happening to people that got caught or what happened to them?
Once in a while, you would hear stories of people that tried to escape and that were killed during the escaping, and sometimes you would hear from people that actually made it through.
Did you know anybody that was in East Germany?
No, but my grandparents knew. They had family in East Germany.
Did they have any stories?
Well, they only knew that they could write letters once in a great while, and they knew from family friends that had that had family and friends on the other side, and the only contact they had was letters. You couldn't go and visit. Sometimes you were allowed to visit. You can go through West Berlin, and you could visit, but most of the time it was just contact through letters.
Could you describe shortly why they were keeping people in East Germany?
Well, after World War II, the Cold War started pretty soon after, and East and West Germany, well, it became East and West Germany. East Germany was under the Soviet Union rule and communist, and a lot of people rised up really, really fast and wanted to escape to the West. So before there was a little border, and then they made it fortified it more and more over the years. So the border was in effect there to keep the East Germans in, to keep their workforce in. The only people that really were allowed out into the West later on were retirees. And the only reason why they would get permission to leave East Germany was so East Germany wouldn't have to pay for them anymore, for their retirement.